Can you make a noise, Max?
Hey, welcome back. I'm Max Lamana. Thanks for being here. Thanks for clicking on this video because today we're making a no-bake, vegan, millionaire square. That's a Rubik's Cube. Done. We're making millionaire squares today, and if you don't know what it is, it's a shortbread layer. On top of that is a caramel layer. On top of that is a chocolate layer. You cut them into squares, and you have the crunchy, the saltiness, the buttery, the sweet caramel goodness, and the chocolatey hug that wraps everything together. You're getting hit with flavor after texture. It's lovely. And if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Max Lamana. Click subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Let me know where you're tuning in from, if you like this recipe, if you want to see more recipes, and then share this recipe video with a friend, just one friend. Just one. I'm not asking you to do two. Don't do two, just one friend. Never two. You could do three, but one. Start with one and then work up to three. To begin, you need to make a shortbread layer. There are three phases in this recipe. The first is a shortbread layer. Now you can do the old traditional shortbread. I'm gonna do it with classic UK biscuits. Most people are either for digestive, these, or you're one of these guys, hobnobs. Which one are you? This is my preference. Everyone else?
Yeah.
Hobnob.
Digestive.
You're a hobnob?
Yes.
Oh no,
I
too
am.
sickly.
Thank you, mate.
You're what? Hobnob? Hobnob.
Digestive.
Digestive, and digestive. 3 versus 2, we win. I think it's about 185 each, equal ratio. They're gonna go into a little mixy mix container. Clean it out because there's water in there. Let's get to the part where the cookies are in there, the biscuits. How dare I say they're cookies? They're not cookies, they're biscuits!
It's got chocolate in.
They're biscuits! I'm gonna tip this out into a bowl and do my next layer. Wet sand. Maybe not wet sand, like soft sand. You ever go to a beach that has really soft sand? Not the beaches here in the UK. What are those?
Some of them are.
Yeah, Cornwall.
You ever been to Cornwall?
Careful.
Devon.
Sorry. Look at that. Oh, feels so good. Pretend this is like a palm tree. Just like the beach. But I don't know if the UK beaches are like this. You wish your beaches were hobnob and digestive biscuit. Next step is to melt our butter into a small frying pan on low heat. We'll melt our butter, wait until it cools, and then we'll add it to our lovely digestive and hobnob combo. You can use any type of shortbread cookie, biscuit, depending on where you are. A graham cracker in the US. Here's a tip. Melt the butter down, wait until it's fully melted, and then let it cool for about 5 to 10 minutes until it's at room temperature. And then you can add it into your shortbread biscuit combo. Oh, something about melted butter. I just love vegan melted butter. Moving on, we're gonna make our caramel sauce. I have vegan butter, the full fat coconut milk, the solid part, the white part that you want. I have light brown sugar and golden syrup. So this is science. Baking is science. Baking is science. E = MC squared. Don't know what that means, but it makes sense. Follow me. Turn your frying pan to a high heat. We add our vegan butter. Is that sexy? As soon as the butter melts, we'll add... So as soon as... I'm just making sure you're getting this. As soon as the butter melts, we'll Add our sugar and our golden syrup. Yep, that's just like that. Good job. Butter is melted. Sugar. Golden syrup. Now we slowly stir to bring everything together. As soon as it melts and it's fully incorporated, I'm gonna lower the heat just a touch. I'm not going anywhere, I'm not leaving, stay here. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with the coconut milk. Coconut. Then we bring this up to a high temp, and I'm just playing with the heat, making sure that everything gets incorporated, it melts, and eventually this is gonna get really sticky. So it's just keeping an eye on when you need to take it off the heat. Doing things. Science!
Yes, science!
Is that a heart? There's a heart. You want it to thicken up. I'm looking for a point where it sticks to my spoon and it has slow retention. It hasn't reached that point yet. It's looking good. It's coming together. I'm gonna let this cool now, and I'm gonna move on and go back to my biscuit base. Now I'll add some melted cool butter. Stir this all together. At the back of the spoon, I'm sort of pressing and spreading it out so everything is evenly combined. There's no dry bits. We're gonna place this in the fridge, let it cool. That's wet sand. This is nice wet sand.
We know, we've seen it.
We have nice beaches here.
And they're normally wet.
And they're normally wet.
That's true.
Oh wow. I think we add a pinch of salt. Just a pinch. Into a container, we're gonna place our wet sand.
Do you need to line it to be able to take them out?
Into a lined baking dish, we'll add our biscuit, not cookie, biscuit layer. Give it a, you just wanna have even biscuit layer throughout. With the back of your spoon, spread it out, lightly press, make sure that it's even, and there you go. Looks pretty even to me. I'm gonna place this in the freezer for about 10 minutes, let it cool out, and now I'm gonna make our chocolate. Before we get into the chocolate, I've taken a look at my caramel sauce, and I've added just a little bit of cornstarch to help thicken it up. That's nice. Once we put this in there, it's about a half a millionaire. The chocolate is the final touch when they truly become the millionaire. Let's move on to our chocolate.
Chocolate?
Into a big pan, a saucepan, add a little bit of water. A wide rim bowl sits on top. This is called a bain-marie. What happens here is that the chocolate, when we melt it, is not coming in contact with the heat. It's just the condensation from the water that is coming up and rising and melting the chocolate evenly, softly, smoothly. And we're only gonna add 2/3 of the chocolate. Once the 2/3 of that chocolate is melted, we're gonna add the remaining third of the chocolate off the heat. And this will help give this nice, thick, silky, smooth, velvety chocolate. Just 2/3. I'm gonna wait until it melts. And it will. If it's the last thing I ever do, this chocolate will melt. It's working. It's finally working. It's taken us 17 years, but it's working. Now our chocolate has fully melted. Let's remove from the heat. And add the remaining chocolate. And stir. So I'm gonna let the chocolate cool. The caramel sauce is ready to go on our shortbread layer. Let's grab that out of the fridge now. Freezer. shortbread layer that has been sitting in the freezer for the last 10 minutes. Now we'll add our caramel sauce. Oh. Spread the cooled caramel sauce across the shortbread layer. Cool. In the freezer it goes. We'll be right back after a short commercial break. I'm Theodore Smith III. No. I'm Chadwick. No. I'm Maximilian. I'm Max Lamillion. Are you somebody who's looking to earn a little bit more cash? Do you want financial freedom? What about that beach vacation you've always been dreaming about? One bite of these Millionaire Squares and you'll be set for life.
Not all bites will lead to financial freedom. Not available in your city, state, council, or Earth. Results may vary. T's and C's apply. Disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Now back to the recipe.
Welcome back. Our third and final layer, our chocolate layer. Oh, she's beautiful. Spread it evenly. Yep. Chocolatey goodness. Here's our Millionaire Squares. To give it a little bit more cha-ching, a little bit more financial stability, I'm gonna add a little bit of peanut butter to the top. I'm just gonna go dollop, dollop, and a dollop here. Now I'll take my fork and drag it through the peanut butter and chocolate mixture to create these beautiful swirls. Now we place this in the freezer, let it cool, and I'll see you in a little bit. Here we are. This has been in the freezer for about 45 minutes. Nice and cold, the chocolate has settled, everything is together. Now we just need to cut. Are you guys ready?
Happy?
These are delicious. I am happy. Thank you for asking. Sweet, chocolatey, caramelly, it's kind of sticky, and that golden biscuit, buttery, crumbly textured. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share this recipe with a friend. Tag me on social media if you make these, and let me know if you take a bite and things start to change. You become a millionaire.